Ooh, I like that. I do like that. Something different. You could marry that with green thrusters and green lasers, and you'd be all there, wouldn't you? It's just going to be completely and utterly there. It's a little bit unusual, a little bit different. It's quite good. So the green's nice. I quite like the green and the grey. Good accents there, like, you know, and over here, you see we've got the red, you know, and then they've got them grey there again. So with the green, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. So then, what can I say? What can I say? I like them. I don't know about you, but I like them. I really do, and like I really do like them. Good morning, greedy troll. How are you? Yes, I'm live in a shirt today. We'll see if we can get my shirt to match the ship. That's probably a good match, actually. The support model. So it is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I think. Do you know what, Commander Duck Duck, when with the Xeno fighting, and we may do a little bit later on, right? Because it'd be rude not to. I've had varying success with it by myself. I really have, you know? So moving on. So this is the support model, right? And then we've got this one here, which is the supervise model. Now this is quite nice. And you can't quite see that, can you? Yeah, you can. Where it's got a darker shade of grey. Right? I do quite like it. It's not my favourite though. And then of course down here we've got the survey. So you got a bit of blue. A little bit of blue there, look. And that's quite nice. I think out of all of these, I think the green, I quite like the idea of the green. And I like the demolish. So out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you get, I'm torn. That is good. Bit blandy around the old lights, isn't it? Right, but I do like that because you've got body coloured ship kit and not just a grey, which is a kind of a fob off. So we're going to go with that. There you are, look. So with that, let's go and have a better look at this. This fantastic ship kit. Up on the deck. Signal lost, I say. Signal lost. There's no signal lost being here. It reminds me of the top of Colt Seavers' truck in The Fall Guy. Remember that? Now look at that. If anything, I think it pulls out the accents. On the base model, to be fair. I don't care who you are, that's cool. That is, it's actually a screenshot cool, that is. I'm good old having a good old screenshot at all of this. So, you know, and it kind of like fits the purpose of my ship, which is this particular one is a rescue ship. You know, again, like we said just earlier on, we've got these side wings, right? We've got the barrels of God knows whatever they are on the top, and what's there on the crate looks like another light array, but it isn't. You know, it's weird, but I do like this sort of roof rack sort of thing, and the lights we've got here. You know. Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, Greedy Troll. I'm doing well. You know, these are quite good under the chin. You know, but that is a good-looking ship. Shall we see another? Well, I think we should. Simon's already mentioned that he's got the crate kit. And we've had a look at the Anaconda. Cool, right? So, let's get back in here. Down to services. The shipyard. Now, all this, right, they're available on certain ships. So the Cobra Mark III, the Crate Mark II, the Asp Explorer, the Python, the Anaconda, the Type 6 and Type 9. Well, I didn't buy one for a Type 6 because I do not own a Type 6 ship, right? But I went absolutely crazy and bought the other ones. I don't know why. The money was there in the channel, right? So it didn't cost me anything. So I went absolutely Frontier Shop Arcs crazy. I don't know what came over me because I'm never usually, you know, into these sort of things. Yeah, TIE Fighter wings. I think if you have read the Star Wars comics, right, and all the sort of like ancillary books that come around, they've got something that's called an ugly, right, which are basically what the Empire's used or pirates have used. They've gone into these sort of like areas, they've scavenged all the old broken bits of ship after a battle, and they've cobbled together X-wings with TIE Fighter wings and vice versa, and all sorts of a mess. And it kind of looks like that, really. So they're going for the Cobra, the Crate Mark II, the Asp Explorer, the Python, the Anaconda, Type 6 and Type 9. Right? So let's go and have a look now. What we got here? That's a 4. There you are. There is my Asp Explorer, which I do a lot of exploring in, to be perfectly honest. I've been to many bases with it, and I've always been irritated by the lack of light that comes from the piddly little beams that are actually stuck on there. So because we're in, you know, the Thargoid war system at the moment, whatever it is, or we're close to it, I'm actually at my carrier. There's a couple of sites there are generally in darkness anyway. So we could take it over and see if it makes the blindest bit of difference, or are we just indulging ourselves. So here we go, into the livery section. Asp Explorer. Look at the paint jobs. So we got this at Christmas. I do like that. And you know what? The Gamescom. Some of these I just don't use, right? Because I just got used to having a golden Asp. That's what she said. But now look at these. It's a bit checkered flag, isn't it? I'm not sure if I'm into it. And into the colours here on this. It's not, that's a bit bright, isn't it? It's a bit Bob the Builder. I mean, that's the Bob the Builder colour. The support colour. Supervise. So let's have a look at these. Like, okay, sequentially. Let's have a look. What one's that? So that is the... Let me see. Whatever it is. The first one. Let's have a look. Yeah. Right. There's the back side of it. It's quite good. It's quite nice. You know? I think it suits some models more than others. I wouldn't say it actually suited the Asp. I don't know. It does look pretty good though, doesn't it? Right. So let's go and put some ship kits on it. That Carrack side wings. Yep, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Bit of Star Citizen in there as well. Bit of Star Citizen, bit of No Man's Sky. It's an awful lot of crossover going on, right? Into the liveries section. Asp Explorer. Ship kits. Right. Here we go. We got that. On the wings. We're going to have them things again. Don't know what those are. Some sort of like fender so you can bump into things. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. The tail. What have we got? There's the Raider stuff. We haven't got a tail thing. The back of this ship. And then the bumper on the front. There you go. You got the hazard bumper. Looks like it doesn't obscure the cockpit. Right? Which is pretty good. But we're going to have a look now. So no tail section on this one. Right. Let's have a look. also, so from the cockpit, you can see some things out the side, a couple of struts, either way, you know, but there's not going to be anything here that's going to obscure your view, right? You can see a little bit of scaffolding out the window, a little bit of scaffolding out the window there as well, and, you know, in certain areas. And I think, well, what we'll do with this one, in particularly, we'll launch, once we've had a good look round, and see where the weapons come out, and if there's any hindrance to the weapons on this. Right, so, here we are. Fab. Right, so, again, reminds me a bit of, like, the underwater submarines. That's the case there, look, with my lights on. So you've got the little piddly normal ones, and you've got your big spotlights by there, look at that. Who doesn't like a good spotlight, right? There you are. We've got, and again, I thought that would have been a spotlight as well. I mean, what possibly, what the hell is that? You know? They could have gone crazy on the spotlights on this one. Lots of poles and pipes. You don't know what they're doing. A bit like the old cow catchers. You know, on the old 4x4s. And again, you've got like sort of like these wing protectors. You know, it looks like a wing protector, doesn't it? It's strange. Very strange. And then you've got the big array there at the back. Again, 2 spotlights there. Another one of those things there. Got some barrels there as well, or external tanks. I don't know, I haven't got the rusty kit, but it does change colour to match what you've put on, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. We just did a demonstration on that on the what do you call it? What do they call it? They call it an anaconda, don't they? Right? Did that on the anaconda. But it's a pretty good paint job. You know, I think it matches it all up nicely. Doesn't obscure the windscreen. Right, you know, it's pretty good. It's on the either side of I don't think it's going to obscure the guns, but we'll check that out now, right? Carrier services. To pop into outfitting, see what guns we can plonk on this, just to see if anything's obscured by the actual model. Right? It does look cool though. Let's put some. What have I got? Fill up all the hard points. Oh no, multi-cannons. I've taken all of these out because does really eat into my range when I'm jumping around. Right, so we've got all the beams and we've got some multi-cannons as well, right? So, okay. Over here into fire groups. There you go. Right. Let's take it out for a little spin. Yeah, it does still look cool. They could have done a little bit more with the spotlights, though. You know, think JCB. But, you know, just look at it. Looks pretty good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. Nothing I can really do about it, but you know, kind of is what it is. Well, that's right. And because they're applied to the Anaconda, do they also get damage there as well? So, no lights. Lights. It's the lights that make it, innit, really? And it does look, could be just the angle with the model. It does look pretty good. And of course, you've got the lights there at the back. Now, I don't know what sort of angle you're going to get with those lights, other than it lighting up the ship. I don't know. Anyway, this was the answer. So we've got our guns here, and they fire through the gap. So good on you, Frontier. You're not actually, you know, doing anything ridiculous by firing through a pylon or anything. So it is pretty good. So yeah, cool. No? There you go. Bit of shadowing going on there. And there's something missing there. I don't know. It does, doesn't it? It does look quite, I don't know. Looks kind of aggressive for an explorer. But it's only cosmetics, not going to eat into your jump range or anything like that, right? So it kind of is what it is. But you're right, it is pretty good. I'm pretty sure there's a problem on the model where there's a hatch missing there. I don't quote me on that, but I kind of vaguely remember there being something there. I don't know. All the shadows have gone crazy. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Right, let's get back to the ship then. Here it is. Is the player base big on PC? Chilluminium. I spelled that, pronounced that correctly. Yeah, I think it's pretty big. We're certainly keeping this game going. Yeah, there's a lot of shadowing going right on there, isn't there, really? You're right, there is. How are you doing, Lord Narco? Wookie, hope you're doing fine. Right, here we are, here's the ship. Let's put the anchors on. Request docking. There's our pad. There's Commander Duck Duck 1 over there, look. There's our landing gear. Brill. Right, so that was the Asp Explorer. Right? So just to show you that what the changes are when we change the colour of the Asp Explorers, let's go down to livery again. I've got a couple of ship kits for this, so this would be quite interesting actually. Ship kits, paint jobs. That's what I've got. Asp Explorer. Right, so obviously all the hazard stuff. But if you go to the green, look, see it all changes to be green, which is good. Go to the Azure, it's all the Azure colour. There's the Gamescom paint job. Again, we've seen the gold. Golden and the gold. That looks a good in mine, doesn't it? You know, gold. I like gold. I got a few of the ones down here, you know, purple. So it looks pretty good when it matches. I think the more reflections you get, the better, I'd say. Of course, if it's black, you know, you're not doing yourself any favours, especially if you're into content. Used to fly around in it in a Pharaoh mode, to be fair, was quite good. And then you got your Squadron, I think is also quite good. But let's go for the highest reflective thing I can possibly get on this ship, which is the gold pack. We're going to get some reflections now, boys and girls. Oh yes. Look at that. Poor old graphics card's going to go into spasm. Look at that. There's quite a lot of light there as well. The ship actually looks something now. You know? Other than just a flying dinner plate. I know it's only cosmetic, right? You know, but I don't know. It's kind of all about your individuality in the game. And that's what these embellishments are for, aren't they? They're getting you to pass with your sort of like hard-earned cash, whether it be sort of like through in-game achievements, of which you only get 400 a month, 400 a week. All right, so it takes a while to get them, or you get your readies out and you know, give them your readies. I quite like that. That's not bad. That is staying gold. If ever I said I like gold, it's staying gold. That is. Right. So, next up, manage your ships. What have we got here? The Crate Mark II. Now, this is just a crate I bought to mess around with, right? Didn't really know what I was going to do with it. But hey, why not? Let's paint it a different colour. All right. What's the worst that could happen? Commander Rockrow, how you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well. Well, you can change the HUD colours by downloading a program called, one moment caller, EDHM underscore UI. That's EDHM underscore Y. Like if I load it up now, this thing's gonna have a right head fit. Oh, there's an update. Oh, of course there is. Let it do its update a minute. You can change the cabin lighting. You can change all sorts of things. Yeah, I know, but like it's pretty good on the stream, innit? Used it a bit on my videos, so this gives that added sort of like bit of individualism. Right, so carrier services, and I have a bit of a problem with this model, sort of like and these ship kits, like what we were just talking about already. So there's a couple of ship kits that we got. So there was, you know, the Christmas effect that we had. There's the Azure. I tend to race around in that one, precision blue. And again, here you got the construction ones. Now I quite like that. The yellow, the red, the green. Right, could be quite nice. It's a nice Thargoid hunting colour, isn't it? You are Thargoids. I'm green too. Please don't shoot me. And then you've got again the supervise, and then you've got the hazard support right there. What's it doing? Let's continue. I didn't do anything like that then. I don't know what's going on. Load it back up. Come on. The new ship kits are 13,000 arcs per ship. 13,520 or something. It's about, I worked out to be about £8, give or take the shouting. By the way, hi Steve. So they're not cheap. Now before you do that, right, I'm not sure if they're available on PC or on Xbox. I don't know. I've been trying to find out. Right? Right, what were we doing? What were we doing with ship kits, weren't we? So let's go to the ship kits. Let's bolt that on the back. Of course, look at all these Raider spoilers. Never quite understood the Raider spoilers. Things like that, right? So we're gonna put that on. Wings. Yes, a bit of wings there. Now that's good. They're good, right? Because these sort of like sensors, whatever they are. They're not guns on the side. They're a bit spindly, you know. That puts a nice big honking bit of metal around them. So we're going to do a bit of that. This one has got something to go on the tail, which is good. Right? Get like flaps. Right, so we're gonna have them. And you get the bumper. Now the bumper, this is where I have the problem. And Simon knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's the bumper. Right? It's a cage all the way around. Around that. We're going to pick a nice sort of, I suppose, light, I think, paint job. See, it all changes to the same color. So let's go with the yellow. That's nice and bright, right? That one there. Let's use that one, which is the supervise paint job, which you get with the pack, right? Yes. To the deck, Batman. So straight away you got these tanks or barrels at the back there. There's the flaps. There. And there. See, you get these lovely sort of like, don't do anything, but you can see their hydraulic flaps. And you can even see, you know, there's a pretty good reflection there as well, how they've done them. So, fair dues. Alright, Daniel, how's it going? Yeah, the kit does look good. And on the side, we haven't got those things we've seen in the past. It's like these guards around those sort of mandible, sort of like sensor array things that you get there. We've also got some of these tanks. I'm assuming they're tanks. They could be something really good. Imagine if they were charges. That would be something. But here is the problem. Look at that. Now, can you tell what the problem is and what's going to be blocking your view? These honking great big things right there. Right? So we put the lights on. Lovely. 3 lights at the top. 2 lights at the top, 3 at the bottom. Again, you've got one of these ridiculous things that we don't know what it does. And it's away from, you know, all the hard points, because the hard points are there. Right? Again, over this side, you've got a bit of parity with those tanks again. There you go. There's sort of brushed metal there. Is pretty good. A little bit of reflection as well. That sort of like paler yellow, demon, right? Matching the shirt is not so bad. But when you go in the cockpit, look, if you're dogfighting, you've got that in the way. Now, like I said earlier on, if these kits actually did give you a little bit of protection, and it protected the canopy somewhat, right, then that would be something, wouldn't it? What do you think? I think it would. But it doesn't. All it does is like obstruct your view. How much, I don't really know, to be honest, because I haven't gone into combat just yet with it, but I can imagine it being a bit of view obstruction. You've got the sides, you got all that sort of stuff, and there's the hard point there when the sort of like the chin turrets come down. But yeah, you know, it kind of is what it is. That's kind of my only bugbear so far that I've seen. You know, I don't know what you think, but it kind of is. Who agrees with me? Right? Who agrees with me? I'm sure someone must agree with me. Ooh, good point. Yes, the bounty hunting ship at the beginning of the Riddick film. Yes. Yes, it does. So they've done an awful lot of channeling, right? Let's put it that way. They've been channeling away, right? Channeling different films. And that's great, because you want to see a little bit of your own film in there. But a bit of scaffolding. outside your window with, you know, God knows whatever. What is it? I mean, look at it. There he is. Oh, brilliant. And then there that is. That is, for me, I don't know, bit of a shame. Right? That looks like some sort of like a portal. God knows what it is like. You know, so you're not attached to anything. Got lots of stuff like this going on as well. You know, it's pretty cool. But that's the Crate Mark II. It's pretty good. So far, I'm kind of sold on what they've done for the Anaconda, to be honest. But they weigh nothing, and your jump range is not going to be affected. Right, then. Manage your ships. It is a bit tonker, isn't it? You're right, it is a bit tonker. So what else did I get? I did get one for the Type 9. Didn't get the Type 6, because I don't possess one. Let's use that. And this is a big old unit. It's a big old dinner plate of a thing, isn't it, right? I haven't seen this. I haven't seen it. I just bought it, right? And that was it. So you're seeing this live kind of with me. You know what? I don't use this ship a lot. I think since we all discovered that you could probably haul more stylishly in a cutter, you know, why have a Type 9? I don't know what they're playing at. Let's get into the livery section. So, look at all this rubbish, right? There's the hazard construct there. So I thought I bought these, but apparently I hadn't. Don't know what's going on my browser. Let me have a look. It's all gone anyway. Not to worry. Right, here we go. We'll buy it. We'll buy it here. We'll buy it right now. We'll buy the pack. And that's all what you get there. So you get the bumper, the spoiler, the tail on this one, and the wings. And all the standard stuff. So that's cool. And that's what we got. The hazard construct. We've got, ooh, the red's good, isn't it? It's a bit McDonald's. It reminds me, with the red in this sort of like configuration, reminds me of the kit you can get for the Vulture. The green is pretty good. I think you want something nice and bright, don't you? So again, it's like the Bob the Builder version, which is the support. Or you've got the Hazard Survey. Of course, these are the ones I've typically got. Don't know why I've got them. Never used the bloody ship, to be perfectly honest. That's a nice one. I like the yellow. I like the blue. I like the yellow and blue. The red and white makes you look a bit medical, doesn't it? Really. Anyway, let's select that. Why not? Change. Right, and then go into the ship kits. So here we go. Of course, all the Raider stuff. See, the Raider stuff doesn't change colour. It just assumes you're going to be rusted, that you've bolted a piece of metal there, and then not had the inclination to paint it. I like the fact that these change to the colour of your ship. Just put the wings on. And the bumper. Ooh, is it? That's a bit busy, isn't it? Look at it. Nothing there. Pretty bland, right? Pretty bland. And there's all this stuff. Now, it doesn't look like anything's obstructing. So we've pimped it all up, right? Have a look. It's so big, it's lost the signal. There's a lot of red bolted on this, isn't there, fellas? Look at that. And that's the tail thing. Looks like a sort of a rudder, doesn't it, at the back? And that one looks like it sort of like flops around a bit. If you know what I mean. But you know, it's something. It makes, I think, quite a bland model look something. I mean, wonder what other ones we're gonna get. So on the sides, you know, we've got those things again, look. And then we've got this, which I just don't even know what that could be like. It's like I get the feeling you could get an attachment attached to that. Perhaps that's the way they're going to go for these. Just looks like it's missing a claw or something. You know what I mean? You've got a big track up there as well. They're big money, dude. It's funny. My Tonka was same like. Right, so there's the front. Nothing seems to be obscuring the window that much. We put the lights on. Boom. Now, I would have thought those were going to be lights. Right? And they're not. Because those are. What a fob off. But like, because the size of the ship, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the additional ones. So if you look at the graphic of that, light, that should be one as well. Come on, devs. What's going on? Damn you, art department. But it looks pretty good, nonetheless, right? It's it looks impressive. Not going to do anything, but it looks impressive, right? So, you know, with this, I mean, there's the hard points there, right? You know, the hard points aren't going to do anything, are they? You know, they're just utterly ridiculous. And there's nothing to go underneath. In regards to this, it's all sort of like top and sides. In regards to that, there's nothing that I can see that's underneath for these models. Yeah, it is. Especially that bit at the front. It's like an underwater submarine from the abyss. You're right. So let's have a nose in. Here we are in the window. Little bit of scaffolding there. That's not going to object your view, because let's face it, you get in a fight in this thing, you're going to be running away, aren't you? Little bit of corrosion around those sort of like Jubilee clips. Effectively, that's what it is. Right there, you can see you got good vision down there. You know, and it kind of is what it is. If we do this, from there, you can see there's not an awful lot of obstruction going on. You can see a bit of the scaffolding down there, look, can't you, to the bottom of the cockpit. But for the people who sit there in the crew seat, and I haven't seen many people multi-crewing one of these things, right? But like, come on. No? Make it something. If you're going to make it a good old mining ship, get the spotlights on it, get them all working, make it look like it's utterly ridiculous. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You know? Anyway, enough moaning. Right, not too much obstruction on this one. The crate is winning it so far for obstruction of the actual windscreen and the sort of like the game area, which they may change that. Never know if they get enough complaints. People going, oh, what are you doing? They might go, yeah, well, we'll take that bit off and put something else on there, if you know. Right? So, yeah, it's not too much. That does look something special, though, I'll be fair. It's a shame it's an utterly rubbish ship to do anything other than truck something. So, I mean, that's in the red. Let's have a quick look what this looks like, right, in a slightly different colour, right? Because why not, right? What else is there to do? Shoot Thargoids? Don't know about you. Bored of shooting Thargoids now. Can't do it, don't like it. You know, it's the same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. Just build your machine and set it off. That's what I say. So that was, what was that? That was that one, the survey. Let's look at that one. Does look something, doesn't it? The colour schemes are good, and even the accents of the ship kit do make the ship look just a little bit more funkier, really. You know, even sort of like lightens the entire ship and the model up. I don't know, I like the red, now I like the yellow. You've got these flappy things right there. Obviously they don't move or do anything, but they look absolutely amazing. But you can see that's straight out of good old plant machinery right there. You know, it's pretty cool. I mean, people are calling them for all ships. There are no Imperial ships with this sort of stuff on it. It's your Lacon, it's your, you know, DeLacy. Right, you know, the Imperials, you're not going to spend all that money on design on an Imperial ship and then stick a bunch of scaffolding around it. Never quite understood the Raider pack, right, for the cutter. Because, like, why would you? Buy an iPod, you're not going to, like, guff it up with gaffer tape. If you know that, if you know what I mean. Well, yeah, that's right, especially on the old the cockpits. Oh yeah, for a mining theme, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think it's you know, it's spot on. That is. That's every bit Steve's Tonka truck. Or if you're a child of the 70s like me, we all had Tonka trucks because there was bugger all else to play with. And they're probably still up there at the attic being a Tonka. You know? I like those two lights on the top there. I like the three clusters behind and those. Just a little bit surprised those weren't lights as well on this particular model. Right. That was your Type 9. Look at that. My Cobra's turned up. Underwhelmed. I think where it comes in really, right, is exploring or mining when you want a little bit of extra light. I mean, there's a video that comes with it, which for the life of me, I wish I could play. Yes, I can. Right, hold your horses. I can play the video because I've got it, downloaded it, but as part of a video. So what we're going to do, we're going to play the video that came with it, I think. if I could find it. Moment course. That's the stuff. Cancel. Right. Is that it? Could be. Might not be. That's not it. The video does sort of like allude to the fact that, you know, for your mining vessels and things like that. But it says it goes there. How is it? Oh well, never mind. It was not meant to show anybody that. I know it's there. I know it's there because I've used it. I use properties. Nope. Damn. I'm either going blind. Distinct possibility. I'm losing my mind again. A lot of brain cells were turned to mush yesterday after yesterday's session, which was really quite good, by the way. Anyway, right, it's not happening. It's not happening at all whatsoever. I'll have to dig that out somewhere and get on it. Well, the SRV with kits, that would be something, wouldn't it? You know, unfortunately, I don't think so. So here we are on the Cobra. Carrier services again, right? And these ship kits aren't going to be for everyone, right? You know, Lord Narco Wookie, I'm underwhelmed. Yeah, I get it as well. I really do get it. You know, it should be more about gameplay and not embellishments and all that malarkey. I understand. Update 13, still no news. So here's your Cobra. Again, lots of kits for the Cobra. There's your packs right there. There you go. We'll buy it up. So some pretty good things. The construct, grey and yellow. That looks like it's right out of the McDonald's theme. The red and yellow. You've got a bit green. I quite like that. It looks fresh, doesn't it? It does look fresh. We've got the yellow and white again, blue. And then we're on the sort of Bob the Builder colour. Let's see what it's like with the green. That's quite nice. This is my old faithful ship, this is. Let's go to ship kits. So, there's the old appendage at the back. There's our stuff on the wings. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look at that now. The tail, and of course you can mix and match these, right? With whatever you've actually got. But kind of up to you. And then the bumper at the front. Now that might cause a bit of problem around the old windscreen. But that's a big old unit, right? If you look at the other stuff that you get, right? Which is I like that. It's actually quite good. If you look at this, compared to some of the other stuff that you've got, you're getting a lot of graphical real estate with this hazard kit. Lots of things that can have reflections. Right, okay, let's take this green cheeky monkey upstairs to the deck. Just look at it. So we've got like some sort of like, I don't know, hydraulic sort of like punching arm there. Of course, we know it does nothing. Lots of scaffolding. We've got like a sort of a wing protector here. In the back, its flaps seem to be the order of the day. You know, I get it with the flaps. From the top, it's kind of a lot going on, isn't it? You know, there's a lot going on there. Let's move down. Get in there. Quite like it. And of course, from the front, it's got all the lights. Look at it. How many have you got? I mean, good grief. Let's turn them on. Right, so there's one at the back. And what the hell are these? Speakers? Get your Mariah Carey CD out. So that's 5 straight there, right? Around the cockpit. 6, 7. And the existing lights, which are probably hidden somewhere. You know, that is a lot of bumper right there. I mean, you know, it looks a bit of a unit, doesn't it? If anything, I think perhaps it's a bit too much on this and not enough on the crate. Yeah, I think they got to start thinking about expansions, Lighthawk. I think you're right there. You know, you're spot on. Better expansions. But that is pretty decent. You know, pretty decent. So, the question of the day is, really, and the lights are just behind here, standard. You know, you can see them there, look. Right. Is that going to compromise your view in your Cobra Mark III, should you be a Cobra Mark III driving person? Have a look. I do this so you don't have to. Well, you can see some of the stuff outside the windows. Not at the top, and there's nothing in your field of view for when you're going to be doing your combat. Granted, so it's good. I like it. I do like it. So, and you can see a bit of that out there. I reckon this would be a pretty good one, to be honest. Should commanders still use the Cobra Mark III? I mean, how many of them? How many commanders do you see flying the old Cobra Mark III? Bit long in the tooth, isn't it? Well, that's actually a good test. Let's take a look at something else. What else have we got here? So that was, we've done the Anaconda, we've done the Asp Explorer, right? We've done the Cobra, we've done the crate, then the Type 9, Python. That's the answer. I've got high hopes for the Python. I really have. Well, Lord Narco Wookie, I'm again, do you know what? There's a lot of good comments here. I'm with you on it, right? Because, like I said with the crate, okay, I don't mind it being, my vision being obscured if it's going to give me protection. But then all the people will start moaning, oh, that's paid to win. You're getting unfair advantage because you've got money. I haven't got money. I bought the game. I don't want to pay to win. It's not me. It's what people are going to say. I'm just echoing the community and what I saw on that forum, which was ridiculous. It really was. I really should get my act together with bringing web pages into the stream so I can show it. Right, anyway, okay. Carrier services. Livery section. And this used to be a mining ship of mine, right? I had it all kitted out with whatnot. So, again, we'll pop on down here. The Python pack right there. And, you know, it is expensive, right? It's expensive stuff. It's like, yeah, it's another £8. Who knows, right? Well, whatever. It's only arcs in it. If everybody likes and subscribe this video, cool, I get the money back. But hey, no one has to. Let's go out. Buy. Right, there you go. Right then. So we've got. I used to fly around in this Python quite a bit, as you can see. I've got quite a few packs of it. So we've got the hazard construction. That's nice. I like the use of the red and the yellow, the nice red tip. Then you've got that reversed. Not that much of a fan there, I suppose. Then you've got the green. But they're not that different from these down here, look. The theme running with the checkered stuff. Right, so we got the hazard support, which has got the blue. Got the supervise, which is all bit Bob the Builder. You got the green, you got the red. Let's go Bob the Builder on this one. Ship kits. Right. Spoiler. Ooh, look at that. Now, if you look at what the standard one is, you know, it's not coloured. It's just standard. Like, it looks like it's bolted on now, right? That. It's coloured. I like it. Right? I like it. So, what are the wings? What we got here? And we got these things on the wings again. Or you could go with, like, any of the ship kit you've got. They're interchangeable. But, you know, this is all about the Haz-Res kit. So, we'll go with that. On the tail, flaps seem to be the order. They're quite good. Coney. You know, very coney. And then, for the bumper, what have we got? Look at that. I don't know how I feel. That looks pretty good. But it's all about spotlights, right? And you got a cluster of 4 there. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, let's do it. Here we go. Is that a bit of bleed through on that screen there? Kinda looks like it is, doesn't it? So, again, it's covering the windscreen, right? Much? No, not really. Not really at all, right? There's no big bits of metal obscuring your view, should you be into any mischief. that lovely powder blue colour, right? These things remind me... joining two bits of scaffolding together. We know what you all want. Let's turn the lights on. Now look at that. Now that's... it's like they've finally woken up to the fact. Hey, you know, people are buying these perhaps for the lights. So you've got a cluster of 4 there, just above the cockpit. You've got 2 up there. Then you got these. They managed to switch these on. Well, why not on any other model? You know what I mean? Why not any other model? It does look a bit like a rally car. Or like I said, the truck from the Fall Guy. You know what I mean. He had all the lights on the top, didn't he, eh? Right, he had all those lights. But like, you know, why not the other modules? Because that's the same bit of graphic they've reused there. So, okay. We've got whatever that is, like some sort of a foot plate. I don't know, big feet. And then you've got all this stuff around the wings. And then at the back, it's perhaps what I'm most impressed with. It's this cone as if like it's, yes, I'm protecting your engines, come to me. Come to me, engines. You know? It's interesting. Well done, Daniel. Well done. So, you know, it's not offensive, this pack. Perhaps with this one, mix and matching it with other packs might be the way to go. I mean, if you look up here, we've still got this nondescript thing, whatever that is. You know, it looks nice, I think. If anything, this and the Anaconda, I think I'm perhaps the most impressed with. As for usable ships, because you're not really going to stay that long in a Cobra Mark III, are you? So it's been quite interesting. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, kind of, I don't know what you think. Could be, but you know, this is just cosmetic, right? They're just cosmetic. They're not going to do anything or move anything, I bet. I mean, we'll take off and have a look, right? That's actually a very good point. Let's just take off and have a look. I don't think they're going to do anything. Get off the ground. No, nothing has moved. No flaps are moving. Engine constrictors at the back are not moving. If anything, they're just making things a little bit wider. Training wheels. Ha! Please look at that there. That is not bad. It looks fantastic, really. I mean, could we be looking at perhaps, you know, an age or an era of where ARCs do get to buy you additional customizations, like additional lights, like, I don't know, other items. I mean, the cosmetic side of things is great, and the fact that you've got these lights here, giving additional light, I think is also great. So I'll tell you what we'll do, right? Because I'm not buying any more of these kits. That's quite enough. Thank you very much. Let's go to the Thargoid system, which is over here, right? And we'll go and have a look at Fort Ash. Right? It's fair, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Everybody wants ship interiors. So here we are. We're jumping. The vents are opening on this, which I like that on this. We got all the lights on. We're going to turn up in system. They're going to think it's daytime, right? Oh, we're not being hit up by the Thargoids. Someone, excuse me, someone's got burning a fire or something, which is great. Go burn a fire in your own house. We want Fort Ash. Here it is. And the very time I want Fort Ash to be in darkness, it'll be in daytime. Ooh. Okie dokie. The heat today is 22 degrees in sunny Barry Island. Yeah, we're getting ourselves over there, boyos. You know, and if you, the thing is, right, with these customizations, it's a bit hit and miss with people. It's like, oh, what a waste of money. Or, and I'm normally of that ilk, right? That, waste of money, keep it all stock, keep it all standard, thanks very much. But then because I'm streaming, right, I want to have that sort of little bit of individualism going on, right? So I'll put a ship kit on. Not because they pay me or they've given me, which, because they haven't. Right? Let's get that straight. They haven't. I don't get paint jobs. I don't get things to give away. I get none of that. None of it. Right? Anyway. I'm not being bitter. I just don't. Just get this clear. But like, if it's something like this, that kind of looks something, and gives a little bit of added functionality in game, then why the hell not? Right? Why the hell not? I don't want to make a habit of it though, if you know what I mean. There's Fort Ash, right? As you can see, Fort Ash is currently daytime. Of course it is. Any other time I've been down there, it's been pitch black. Nothing else really on the planet. So what we're going to do, we're going to bypass Fort Ash. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop down on the dark side of the moon and have a bit of a nose. There it is, dark side of the moon over there, look. And we're going to go down, we're going to put our lights on. Right. Go in with night vision. Then we're going to put our lights on and we're going to see what the score is in the dark, and what exactly it's going to do for us. So yeah, let's get it a bit pitch black. Okay, we're going in. Steepish. We'll be down there in a minute. There's the ship. Clouded in darkness. Lights! Woo! Now, doesn't that look cool? You can't see it doesn't look cool. You know it's cool. Look at that. Something in it. Right. There's the ground. Best not hit that, Richard. The power! Landing gear. Level ourselves out a bit. Come on. Oh, I thought that would have been it then. Stop. Back a bit, over a bit. We're down. Yeah, well, you do get pretty good sort of like pictures, right? Right, what's strobing around here? That part of that. So I turned that off. The strobe going off at the back of the ship. That's quite ridiculous. But whatever. Look at that. Yeah, it looks, it is, it is each to their own, but you are getting a good bit of a view there, and you can see the different clusters of lights where they're sort of like lighting up. Like, I don't get these at the back here, right, unless they were higher up. I don't think they're getting a good, well, it might be. Look at this. Crazy, isn't it? Let's get out. Here we are. It's dazzling. Put my torch on as well. It's like daytime. Look at that. Here we are. Right. Woohoo! As you can see, we are lit up, right? And, we're still quite far away from the ship. All right, we're in a bit of a hole. Look at that. So here's something to consider then, right? So we'll pull that up. There it goes. Well, it's shining light glory. You can see how dark it really is without the ship being here. Which is kind of something, isn't it? Let's bring it back. Right, where is it? Oh, here it is. Still got the lights on, look. Here we go. Yeah, it's illuminating the entire area. Look at that. Well done, FDev. You've made a pretty game look prettier. I'm not being sarcastic, I mean it. Yeah? It does, doesn't it? You're right there, Stabby Dave. I know, on the, in flat terrain. You're right there. So all the lights are on. Have your own disco up here. So, you know, it's not bad. They're big old lights. We just got to try and not fall down the hole, so to speak. You want to get yourself caught, which you're not gonna. Are you really? You're just gonna fall off the side. Boom. There you go. So we are legging it to the front of the ship. You know, and yeah, well, the Nostromo was a mining vehicle, wasn't it? Right. So we're coming up on the front of the ship, yeah. Have a look, get round there. There's me cockpit. There's all my lights up there, look at that. And then, you know. Ah! Here we are at the bottom. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Might be. It could have something to do with the Thargoid War side of things. You know, what weapons have I got on this? Nothing much. Beam lasers. Hatch breakers. Anyway, let's get going. Right. Where are we? Let's get up. I mean, there's Fort Ash. Not too far. My favourite ship to fly? Well, for exploration, Asp Explorer. For combat, it's my Corvette. Although I have just built an Anaconda with big cannons on it. The Boomer. I have a lot of fun in the Federation dropship. If I'm to be honest, it's like a good old steady workhorse, tough as nails, like it. Small ship, maneuverable. I like that ship. But I think for me, it's the Python. It's a good multi-superiority. That's why I bought the pack as well, really, right? And why I haven't bought the Type 6. It's a good multi-role, space superiority, all-rounder. Pretty good at combat. Can engineer it up to the hilt. Decent cargo. Good for mining. Good for trade. You know, I think it's all right. I really do. I think it's all right. Imperial Cutter. Yeah, it's a good ship. I flew that for a long time. Until I realised that it was not all about getting the big ships. Obviously, once you've got them. It was about having fun in the smaller ships. Right, Python or Crate? Python. Crate looks cool. Python. Some old school. Don't dislike the Crate. In fact, you know, I do an awful lot of crate combat. That's my Thargoid shooting ship. You know.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
I like it.
1.
I really do like it. I really do like it. Someone said to me, you can have one ship. What's it going to be? Right. Of each class. So this is medium landing pad. Python all day long. Right. Bigger ship, Corvette. A lot are going to say the cutter. I know. Corvette. Small ship, Cobra Mark IV. I go with perhaps. Just that sort of retro vibe look. That or the Imperial dropship. That's kind of what I would do. Right, where's my galaxy map? There it is. Let's go back and get a Thargoid shooting ship. A ship to shoot Thargoids with. We're jumping. We're glowing. We're off screen. Anaconda's good. I think, you know, good jump range on it as well, right? With the Anaconda. It could be mining, it can be whatever it wants to be. Huge cargo carrying capacity. You know, I'm not saying any is better. This is just personal preference. There's the carrier. And do you know what we're going to see now? What it's like shooting Thargies with scaffolding in front of the the windows. So yeah, you know, that's my little run through on the latest ship kits. I think, well done, Frontier. I really do. Well done. I think they're good. Perhaps the best cosmetic thing they've brought out since the spacesuits, the retro spacesuits that I'm wearing, and before that, God knows what. Those spiky things don't do it for me. The spiky Raider ship kit doesn't do it for me at all. Right, here we are, we're coming in. We're going in.
Welcome, Commander. Remain aware of other ships in your vicinity.
Right. Bit of docking.
Docking request accepted.
Bit of landing.
Field designated path.
Get our Thargoid shooting crate. Yeah, sure. You're in the vicinity. So I've seen your ship. Which one's you? Let me land. Oh, it's getting warm out here now. It's going to be a storm tonight. Right, okay, and carrier services. Let's get rid of. Let's put the Python away.
Your ship has docked, Commander.
And this is the good thing of the game. It's all about your personal preference and what ship you like. No one's going to turn around here and say this ship's better than that ship, because it's what you like doing. Plasma charger, or shall I go for the Gauss cannon? I will go for the Gauss cannon. Shit. The ship is loading. So, because it would be ridiculous of me not having that ship kit on. There it is. Right. I didn't get any of those. I should have, but I didn't. Not to worry. And, you know, we've got, with that kit, you've got all these again, look. I think we'll go with yellow. This. Why not? Right, I know what I'm doing with this. No problem. Okay, no worries. Right, here we go, Em. There it is. It's the crate. Yes, now we're on it. Okay, so we're very sort of utilitarian here. Got the lights on. That we'll blind those Thargoids. We're gonna blind them, is what we are. Thargoid's gonna be like, "Hey, Dave, what's that bright light out the window?" I don't know. Shoot it. Shoot it. Just shoot it. You know, just shoot it. That's what it's gonna be all about. Right, so let's get into that system. Hyperdicted? No way. Right. Let's get we're jumping.
Frameshift drive charging.
The frameshift drive is charging. We're off.
Ready to engage.
Yeah, these bits of metal sort of like stuck on the front of this scaffolding bar. Not a fan. Okay. I'm going to go into the AX conflict zone. Low intensity. Let's check it out. Bit more speed. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. At least you've got something to look at now, innit? You've got a different looking ship to look at. Here's a conflict zone. Gonna be in the rings, I reckon. Bright lights everywhere. There's the zone. Probably gonna miss this. It's gonna be thin if I get it. Here we go. Mode. Gauss cannons. Right. Join that fight. Here we go then. There's someone. Come on! It's a berserker, he's going to be firing all sorts of silly guff at me now. Right. Get ourselves cooled down. Nice. Kind of just clipped him there. That's why we need someone to come in and say, I'm going to take the scouts out. Here's another one. We got anyone closer? Yes, we have. We just clipped him there. And again. I'm under attack. Oh no. Free. Next. Here he is. Presenting a nice target for himself. He's regenerating. Really, I should put one of the Gauss cannons away and put a nice big whopping multi-cannon turret on there for killing scouts. Alright, we've been shut down. That's okay, because, you know, who needs lights here? Call that guff. What a mess they've made of that ship. Where is he? Couple of cheeky monkeys over there, look. We're back on. They've turned the power back on. Let's take him. Yes, I'll blind you with my high beams. Right. Where's that Thargoid? There he is. Right. Now we're in it. Right, did we get him? No, we didn't. Have it. That's one half gone. Let's get ourselves colder than Frosty the Snowman's nutsack. Right, his shield is down. Not saying I can do this, like, you know, I'm just gonna have a go, like. Oh no, the beam laser's malfunctioned. There we are, we're in range. And this thing, in my way. Come here. Thank you. Right. Where were we? Right. Let's get after him. Where is he? Over there. Come on then. Let's turn that on, because obviously our high beams are not enough. We're coming in, 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 we're coming in. We're all nice and frosty. He's not looking very happy as a Thargoid. He's shooting someone else, which is absolutely great, because what I want is kind of that bit there. Come on, let's go out of the distortion. Tagged him. Shields are on. There's his shields. Yeah, so like nibbling away at his shields quite a bit. That's good. Where is he? There he is. We're going in. We are considerably out of range for our beam laser. Yeah, beam laser's back on. Picked him up. Other ships are in there as well in the AX conflict zones. Should get the heart revealed before I have to shoot him with anything. Yeah, here we go. Let's keep it all nice and... Think we got him again? Yes, we did. I feel a pulse coming on. Yeah, he shut us down all right. Kind of thought we'd get away from all that. And the ship is just sitting there, dead in space now. Well, whatever's going on, it's all happening over there, look. Where's all the scouts? There he is. Right, power's back on. The fellas are in situ. Yeah, here comes the beam laser. He's on 37. There's the heart. Come on, stop shooting things at me. He's on 4. He's gone. I think he's gone. That was the howl of defeat. Yeah, that's right. And there you have it. 8 million. Thank you very much. Now, I haven't got anything else fitted, like anything to pick up any of the guff on this. Like, I'm completely hull reinforcement, module reinforcement. That's the only way I am able to do this, because I am so rubbish. There's Simon. Still got 47% hull. That's enough to be dangerous, right? Right, his shields are down. Here we go. We're getting all frosty way now. Have it. Suck that sausage. Could be a Cyclops. Incoming caustic missiles. Go away, You shoot me with that caustic missile. There it is. I'm not adverse to the crate, right? I just think the crate is great. And that looks like it's going to mess you up. Doesn't it? Just looks like it's going to mess you up. Right. So I can get in there and snipe him a bit more. Have that. He's on 0%. I think he's gonna go. He's gonna blow Jim. Where's he gone? He did. Blew. He has blown. That ship's gonna get all sorts of nasty diseases. Another energy surge detected. Me has another one coming in. There it is, there it is. Yeah, my ship needs a repair. Something crazy, dude. Gone. So there you have it. It's getting hot now. The sun's hit down behind the house. So we're chasing. Let's get him. My cannons are malfunctioning. I'm on 28. I gotta leg it. Back to the Bright Sentinel. And you get a repair. We're off scared. So, as there's good old 27 of you on the stream, hit the like and subscribe, follow, whatever. Give it a little bit of love if you loved it. And if you didn't like it, quiet. That's what I say. I am absolutely boiling here. Boiling, I tell you. Boiling. So what do we get there? 17 million. Not bad. Signed up for all this malarkey. I suppose it's all going to be happening, isn't it? Next Thursday, or this, this coming Thursday, when he builds his device. Who thinks here that device is going to go horribly wrong? And make matters worse. Who thinks these Thargoid people are going to come in and mess about with things like sabotage the machine? I do. That's what I think. Yeah, all leading up to update 13, and there must be a humdinger coming. I would hope. I really would hope. Let's get over here, get a repair on. Oh yeah, do you know what? He'll need some. Oh yeah, do you know what? I forgot something. It'd be like gaffer tape and something like that. I need that. Well, do you know what? Then I'll just give it a miss, unless there's something in it for me other than weapons that I've already got. To be perfectly honest with you. It's dragging on a bit, isn't it? Really. Unless it's meant to be, you know, the zone to end, the war to end all wars, right? But like, you know, I think it's going to be, they need to knock it on the head. And then, you know, well, we've killed all these Thargoids. Where are they going to be? Or are they going to come back nastier? I only hope they're going to come back nastier. Because if I can shoot one, bloody hell. So here's the Bright Sentinel. I'm going to get a repair on. It's typically what I'm going to be doing. And because I'm cooking, as you can probably tell, I'm really hot. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be ending the stream. So the stream was primarily really about things like the new kits that were out there. There's going to be a video coming out tomorrow on what I think about the new kits. So do your bit, please, to, you know, support me on that. That would be great. And there'll be more information as it breaks throughout the week, I think. I might do some reviews or little videos or short videos about the stuff that we've got going on. Either way, I want to thank those people, all of you who have taken part in the stream, in the chat. You know, the same old people, right? If it wasn't so damn hot, I'd be in here a bit longer. But typically, I am absolutely baking. Utterly baking. I'm going to get this on pad number 6. And get myself prepared. And then go and have something non-alcoholic. Because I'm drying out after yesterday. Which was a good day. Right? And have a little bit of an evening. And I'll encourage you to all to do something that you all do and love best. Stay safe. Look out for all the nasty stuff that's around. And you know what? We'll catch you all next stream and in the next video. No problem, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you had. And I'll see you soon.